Cash on cash return or ROI? Which one actually matters? And let's make it simple. So here's the difference between the two. Cash on cash return is going to measure how much actual cash is being brought in by the property after all expenses have been paid, which includes mortgage, taxes, maintenance, all of that. It's going to measure the cash flow coming in against what you've invested in the property, which would be, if you financed, your down payment. ROI is going to measure the long-term play. This actually includes appreciation, debt paydown, cash flow as well, and any other income you may have made from the property. So let's look at two different examples to see why they're different. With cash on cash return, assuming a $200,000 property with a 20% down payment, I've invested $50,000. Now, after all my expenses for the year, the property has cash flowed $6,000. $6,000 divided by $50,000, which was our investment amount. We bought it for $200,000, but that's not the cash we invested, $50,000. That gives us a 12% cash on cash return, which is great. Now, ROI includes appreciation and debt paydown and any other cash flow or income made on the property. So let's take that same $200,000 property. We put $50,000 down as our down payment. That's our cash invested. Now, we're going to assume after 5 years that we've cash flowed $30,000. We have $40,000 in appreciation and $15,000 in debt paydown from the tenants that have paid off the loan by $15,000. This gives us a total gain of $85,000 over the course of 5 years. So over 5 years, our $85,000 divided by our initial investment of $50,000 gives us a return on investment of 170%. Now, which one should you really be looking at? It depends on your goals, but starting out, I would always look at the cash on cash return before I looked at the ROI. You can't always look at just ROI and speculate on appreciation of the property and rent raises and all of this. That's market speculation, and that historically is probably not the best idea. It's still important, but you can't bank on that. So look at your cash on cash return. What am I going to bring in at the end of the year on this property? And does that justify me paying for the property? In our example, we got a 12% cash on cash return. That's pretty good. They say the market averages 8 to 10%. So at that kind of cash on cash, you're beating the stock market. So that's what I would look at. Now we can project forward to our ROI and kind of guesstimate, which run your numbers, how much am I going to make in a 5-year, 10-year, or 20-year period? What's your game? Is it a long-term play, or is this a value add flip that you're going to get rid of in the next year and move on to the next property? So it just depends on what your game is, but that is the main distinction between those two. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, or leave me a comment if you have any questions. Thanks.